Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. So we're starting our front page review with the Punch. I can't say nation. The Punch. Major headline. Federal government knocks Obasanjo as ex-president rates Buhari worst in corruption. President lampoons OBJ for warning Tinubu government may dwarf Buhari's fraud index. Then we have in other news, TET funds plans 700 billion naira disbursement to varsities. Customs intercept undeclared $1.1 million CS 135-900 at Kano Airport. And then we have fuel subsidy removal, save Nigerians from bankruptcy. Save Nigeria as a country from bankruptcy, says the president. Tax reforms, reps approve new VAT sharing formula for states. Good news. Federal government, foreign airlines begin talks over rising fares. 2027, PDP governors, Obi, NNP, Mo alliance to stop Tinubu, and suspension. Embattled Natasha files fresh suit as Senate backs Akpabio. What story? We cannot take any story because everybody is just seeing the papers for the first time. So I'll move on to the next paper while my ladies go through. The Guardian. This is not arranged in our standard format. Like I said, it came late, so we're reading through it. Beauties of live television. Yeah. Dearth of first-class solutions, mock high turnover of varsity geniuses. So that's an article I think people should read. And it comes from Town to Gown. It's a big story. Reps pass amended naughty tax bill, retain 7.5 VAT. So we're looking forward to how that is implemented across the states. Obi's return to PDP imminent. Engages party stalwarts, governor forum. So we're expecting how that will pan out. Again, TCN battles vandals as 4 towers collapse, worsen grid supply. We're feeling it. Nigeria risk disaster from over 1,260 open mine pits. Expert warn. Dangote Foundation launches 16 billion naira food aid for 1 million Nigerians. Inmates dying in custodial centers due to poor feeding, panel finds. And no amount of coalition can oust Tinubu in 2027, says Teller. We also have the story of Natasha, Senator Natasha, Senate President, National Assembly Clerk, orders face contempt charge, and Fubara Tax Assembly on Supreme Court ruling amid calls for the CG probe. Moving on to our next paper. We have Nigerian Tribune. Major headline, obviously the tax is a big deal. Tax reform bills, reps restrict president's powers to exempt waiver and tax payments. They've approved 55%, 35% VAT allowance for states and local governments, and solid minerals royalty increases to 7.5% to 10% from what it was, which was 3% to 5%. Okay. And the exempt security personnel from personal income tax. In other news, former President Buhari pledges loyalty to APC amid El Rufai's defection to SDP. Customs intercepts undeclared 1.1 million at Kano Airport. History would judge Tinubu favorably, from our information minister. Dangote Foundation targets 1 million Nigerians with 1 million bags of rice worth 16 billion naira. Akpabio gets senators' confidence vote as Senator Natasha files contempt charges against him. Others. Damagun to PDP members, stop encouraging APC government out of fear. According to them, they've inaugurated South-South Zonal Caretaker Committee, and they say, let's focus on our problems first, not outsiders. Over 500 shops raised at Aleshiloye Market, NEMA confirms. We took that story yesterday as well, actually. And Olugbo's return, a royal resurgence. So we're moving on to the next paper.
Observation. You mentioned the Dangote 16 billion.
Yes.
I said refinery business must be good.
Yes, the foundation
is
a positive way to be in the papers.
Yeah,
yeah, but and 1 million Nigerians will be happier when they get a bag of rice each. Moving on to Vanguard. major headline is a tax bill. So I think probably when we take a break and return, we can discuss the tax bill a bit because it's the new thing that has been passed and it's interesting because it was controversial for a long time. In other news, Nigeria on the brink, but there's hope. That's from the Catholic bishops. Rivers crisis will shock Tinubu if Fubara's impeached. That's from Igbesu. And Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway, Obasanjo free not to use road when completed. That's from the Minister Humai. Federal government to curb borrowing by optimizing assets and resource mobilization. That's from the Minister Edu. Millions of Nigerians still struggle with poor internet access. That's from another minister. Tinubu has performed very well.
According
in
to
quotes. The very well is in quotes from Peter Obi. And will enact Fly Nigeria Act to boost local airline. That's from the Minister for Aviation, Keyamo. Okay, so we have gone through the headlines of all the papers. We'll be taking a break. When we return, we'll see what we can discuss within the papers. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.